What's up, guys? Steven here from Off the Shelf Movie Night to talk to you about physical media, about Blu-rays, 4Ks, DVDs, however you like to buy your movies and put them on the shelf and watch them whenever you want. If you're a collector, you want to be a collector, or you just like movies, you're in a good spot. Let's talk about physical media. Let's talk about some movies. If you're not already a subscriber, please hit that button, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and stay up to date on all the posts that I make and all the weird times that I make them. I am so inconsistent. It is what it is. It is what it is. So I wonder if everybody else is like me. You finished the first part of the fourth season, what was supposed to be the final season, but is apparently now not the final season of Stranger Things. And you're in that mindset, you're just in that mood, and you need to fill that gap between now and July when the last chunk of season 4 is released. Also, are you like me and were really kind of excited that that was the last season? I mean, honestly, I was. Anyway, I just thought, let me pull some stuff off the shelf, talk about a few things that will fill the gap until we get the end of season 4 of Stranger Things. And just kind of open them up because it's cool. First thing on my list is 1985's Back to the Future. Robert Zemeckis film. You guys probably have this set, so I'm not going to go into it too deep, but this has all the films. I'm just recommending the first film. You got Michael J. Fox, Christopher Lloyd, Leah Thompson. I mean, nothing screams 80s more than this movie. In fact, you could go ahead and watch them all. I mean, we're trying to fill a pretty big gap here. We've got a little over a month to wait, right? But I'm recommending the first film. So the obvious choice we've got from that same year, 1985, the Richard Donner film, The Goonies. Let me bring my camera where I can see better. This is the 4K release. Now, this isn't the best 4K. It probably still is the best way to have this movie, but the 4K transfer should have been a lot better for this one. I know there's a special edition box or something, but this is just what I have. The Goonies is literally, Stranger Things is a riff on The Goonies. It's a group of precocious young people investigating a mystery and saving the day. I mean, literally, it's the same thing. This thing has Corey Feldman, Martha Plimpton, Sean Astin. It is truly, Josh Brolin is in this movie. It truly is the best of the young kids in this era. And every time I see this movie, I think of Stranger Things. Every time I watch Stranger Things, I think of this movie. This is the obvious choice. We had to talk about this one, 1982's E.T., the Extraterrestrial. It says Dee Wallace in it, everybody's favorite mom. I love her. I always wanted her for a mom. This movie tells a story, as we all know, of a little extraterrestrial coming to Earth and a group of kids trying to save said extraterrestrial from Peter Coyote. We have Drew Barrymore and Henry Thomas. It's a great cast, classic movie, and I'm so happy that we have this back because there was for a while an edited version where Spielberg CGI'd out the guns. They're back, and this is a beautiful, beautiful 4K. This one might be slightly out of the box, but I don't think so. 1984's Ghostbusters, this Ivan Reitman directed film, isn't about kids, but it is quite an 80s adventure. This movie lives and breathes the 80s aesthetic, music, and film production-wise, comedy-wise. This is an 80s film, 100%. And if you remember, early on, the kids did dress up in Ghostbusters outfits. So it has Rick Moranis, it has Annie Potts, it has Sigourney Weaver, it's got Dan Aykroyd, it's got Bill Murray. It's an incredible cast. Very funny. It holds up well today. And it really will keep you in the Stranger Things mindset. All right, last film I'm going with 2018's Ready Player One. This Ty Sheridan film is a riff on the book. If you're going to pick one, I choose the book. But this is fun. This movie is a modern-day riff on the 80s. This is people who want to appreciate and enjoy the 80s like no other. The opening sequence of this 4K is still stunning, sound and image-wise. It's not as good as the book, no, but it is a fun romp, very 80s, very trivia-laden and nostalgia-driven, also directed by Steven Spielberg. Highly recommended, still a very, very fun time. So those are my recommendations for filling the void between now and the final block of Stranger Things. What are you watching to keep the 80s alive until we get to that last block. Let me know in the comments. Let's talk about these movies and talk about physical media. Until next we meet, pull something cool off the shelf, share it with friends and family, and remind them why physical media is the best way to watch films and TV at home. I always add that now. See you guys on the next one.